Luz Casal is once again standing at the center of European music, this time in one of Paris's most emblematic venues. On a winter night in the French capital, the Spanish singer presents her latest album, Me Voy a Permitir, a work that feels both intimate and expansive, rooted in memory but driven by an unmistakable hunger for life. This concert at the Grand Rex is not just another stop on a tour. It is a statement. The Grand Rex, an Art Deco landmark that has served as a cinema palace, film set, and cultural temple, becomes the stage where Luz Casal brings together past, present, and future. 5 new songs and 5 carefully chosen reinterpretations form the backbone of a project that reflects who she is today, an artist who has nothing left to prove, yet still everything to explore. Originally, the night was meant to include a special moment. Carla Bruni, former First Lady of France and longtime admirer of Casal, was expected to join her on stage to perform Ella. Health reasons forced Bruni to cancel at the last moment, leaving the song to stand alone. Even without the duet, its presence carries enormous weight. Ella, written by Charles Aznavour and immortalized worldwide through the film Notting Hill, is the only song collaboration on the album and one of its emotional pillars. Interestingly, the album itself exists in 2 forms. In France, it has been released under the title Bravo, with a different cover and a modified tracklist. The song, Me Voy a Permitir, considered too rock-oriented for the French market, was replaced by a new track titled, Tú y Yo. This dual identity mirrors Casal's ability to move between cultures without losing herself, adapting while remaining unmistakably authentic. Paris is not a random destination for Luz Casal. She arrives there after performing in Poitiers and continues on to cities like Grenoble, Lyon, and Aix-en-Provence. France was one of the first countries outside Spain to truly embrace her, largely thanks to Pedro Almodóvar's film Tacones Lejanos and her haunting interpretation of Piensa en mí, originally written by Agustín Lara. That performance opened a door, and Casal walked through it with elegance and force. Her relationship with France goes far beyond touring. She holds the title of Commander of the Order of Arts and Letters, one of the country's highest cultural honors. In Spain, she received the National Award for Contemporary Music in 2013. More recently, in June of last year, King Felipe VI granted her a noble title in recognition of her contribution to Spanish culture and the arts. These distinctions are not decorations, they are markers of a career that has shaped modern European music. Released at the end of 2025, Me Voy a Permitir has been described by her label as an eclectic and powerful album. Original songs live side by side with classics, and the list of collaborators reflects Casal's international reach. Carla Bruni, Paul, Weeks, Weekends, Robbie McIntosh, and Chris Barron all contribute to a project that feels carefully curated but deeply personal. According to Universal Music, the album serves as a bridge between past and future. It confirms Luz Casal as both an intuitive and gifted songwriter and an exceptional interpreter, someone who does not merely sing songs but inhabits them, whether they are her own or borrowed from others. In doing so, she reaffirms her status as one of the great living icons of European music. The tour for this album began on January 2 in Toledo, but the spirit behind it was forged much earlier. Casal has described the project as a tribute to the women who have inspired her throughout her musical life. At the same time, it is an act of self-affirmation. There is joy in these songs, but also defiance, resilience, and a refusal to fade quietly. Health struggles have played a decisive role in shaping this phase of her life. Casal has spoken openly about how facing serious health problems changed her relationship with time and existence. She has said that she has always been curious, eager to see and to know, but that it was illness that taught her to truly savor life. At that moment, she promised herself she would not waste the opportunity to live fully. That philosophy runs through the album's lyrics, especially in songs that challenge passivity and resignation. There is a clear message directed at those who feel tired of watching life pass by from a window. For Casal, music becomes a call to step outside, to take risks, to choose oneself. The selection of covers reinforces this idea. Alongside Ella, she revisits Lágrima, the iconic fado by Amalia Rodriguez, a song steeped in longing and dignity. She interprets Bravo, famously sung by Olga Guillot, bringing a new intensity to its dramatic core. She lends her voice to Todo Cambia, associated with Mercedes Sosa and her message of transformation, and to Te Mereces un Amor, by Mexican songwriter Vivir Quintana, a modern anthem of self-worth and resistance. As she immersed herself in these powerful songs sung by women, something unexpected happened. New Ideas Emerged, one of the album's original tracks, El Blues de la Cebolla, began as a composition by Chris Barron of the Spin Doctors. Produced by Paul, Weekends, a longtime collaborator of Paul McCartney, the song took on a new life when Casal wrote Spanish lyrics that transformed it into something entirely her own. The album also includes original songs like Parece Ser, ¿Qué has hecho conmigo? And Nada es imposible. The latter draws inspiration from the motto of writer Nuevo, who lives with 7 rare diseases. That connection underscores one of the album's strongest themes, perseverance in the face of adversity. All of these songs will resonate inside the Grand Rex, filling a space designed for spectacle with raw emotion and lived experience. As the lights go down and Casal steps onto the stage, the concert becomes more than a performance. It becomes a celebration of survival, artistry, and the courage to keep reinventing oneself. Luz Casal is not looking back with nostalgia. She is standing firmly in the present, aware of her legacy but driven by a desire to continue testing herself. Me voy a permitir is not a farewell or a summary. It is permission granted to herself to enjoy, to risk, to feel, and to sing with the same intensity that has defined her for decades. On this night in Paris, surrounded by history and expectation, Luz Casal reminds her audience that music is not only memory. It is movement. It is life, fully embraced.